Hi everyone. Welcome to the next panel that we're gonna have here. My name is Kolodiazhnyi, and I'm gonna walk you through today with my beautiful panelists through the autonomous agents, how AI meets blockchain smart contracts. So imagine that AI agent can go and execute deals, trades, can negotiate some conditions for you, can pay, reconcile, do all this stuff autonomously with some reasoning and with interconnectivity with different decentralized or centralized infrastructure. And that's for today, not for tomorrow. So let's ditch all buzzwords. Let's put some use cases, put some real value into what we've got today, and talk about that with our beautiful panelists. So let me introduce Paulina, Jessica, Nika, Urs, and Wei. Come to the stage and let's start. So at first, I'll ask you to introduce yourself and tell me about what you tell the audience about what you do a bit more, and let's keep it going.
Hello, everyone. It's a bit stressful. I didn't realize how many people there would be. My name is Paulina. I'm research affiliate at Cambridge Center for Alternative Finance, so representing kind of research-driven, data-driven perspective here. My passion is on-chain data analysis and machine learning models. So if you want to have alerts predicting the next debug of Athena, you can talk to me later.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you. My name is Jessica. I'm Partnership Director for the Italian Blockchain National Observatory. And behind that, I help and support startups on AI and blockchain to do their go-to-market, do partnerships, be ready to raise, and create a sustainable business model. So very nice to be here. Thanks for the organizer for organizing it. I know it's not very easy, so thank you.
Hi, I'm Nika. I'm CEO and founder of TAFU, and also Chief AI Officer at CSR Chain, which is being launched tomorrow. TAFU and me generally, we're focusing on promoting responsibility. In this case, it's responsibility with using AI and just ensuring transparency as well. Yeah, thank you for having me.
My name is Urs. I'm working at BCG. I'm heading our global digital asset and frontier tech team. My bread and butter is that I stand up new tech companies and businesses for corporates using frontier technology. And what I love blockchain and AI, what really gets me excited is value, so dollars coming out of it. And so that's a bit of a lens I apply in my day-to-day, and I will look into things today.
Thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Wei. I'm representing the emerging tech team at Underwood Group. We focus on identity and payment infrastructure for AI agents, leveraging blockchain and cryptography to offer security, accountability, compliance for the agentic commerce. Thank you for having me.
Great, thank you everyone. So as I promised, let's start from what we already have on the stage, on the scene of AI agents, of AI and blockchain. And I know, Paulina, you have a research that you're going to be presenting tomorrow. So maybe you can bring some insights from that. What's already working? What's use case you already spotted on the AI versus blockchain or on the AI direction?
Well, thank you. Thank you for mentioning. I'm afraid I need to promote indeed a little bit the research we recently published with Solana Super Team UK. It's called Blockchain and AI, and we talk about risks that already have been shown and proved that AI causes to all the processes that we get involved, and how blockchain actually offers the solution. And by solution, I mean we talk about black box problem, that models perform in a way that we don't know and we don't understand what's going on behind the algorithm. blockchain has beloved feature traceability and mutability of records. So whenever we want to prove what went to the model, how model made chain of thought, etc., we can use blockchain for that. Another problem that I really want to talk today about, agentic misalignment. Again, how do we ensure that models perform the way we want? How do we ensure that they don't blackmail people or cause any other discrepancies? That's a huge problem. But speaking about the ecosystem in general, probably have been mentioned today several times. I'm the most excited about decentralized AI space, or DAI. The idea is how can we make sure that AI models will be less centralized, move us away from big tech, monopolistic control. ChatGPT already knows more about me than my family, so that's an issue that we definitely have, and it's a long-term issue.
Did you see the decentralized AI cases running right now?
Yeah, there are interesting projects around, for example, creating curated databases for IP protection. There are marketplaces for collective working on the models themselves or sharing data sets. As we know, AI, any models, any data-driven models can be only as good as data that goes to them. And it's a big question, again, what data we take and how do we interpret.
All right, cool. So databases, access to the databases, marketplaces, and all that stuff.
Yes, and as well as hashing every part of the stage of this long chain of data travel. And because, again, we talk about so-called data poisoning attacks, when hackers can attack very vulnerable data set that went to the training of your AI agent, AI model that you use in your company. So to prevent that, we need a provable record what actually went to the model and what prompt went to the model, what the developer did. And again, blockchain offers uncomparable properties for that.
Cool. Urs, BCG projects huge investments of companies that companies will make through the AI space, and they already made some investments on blockchain, obviously. Can you tell us what's already the kind of paycheck or payment trigger for the management in terms of AI or AI/smart contracts, all this stuff?
Yeah, it's a good one. So I think the CEOs and CFOs of this world are running all through actually a bit of a reality check at the moment, because all that investment is not paying off. Yeah? So it's very hard to actually capture the dividends of AI. However, we like them in our day-to-day applications, but if one person on a team is 10% more productive, you don't get anything out of this as a corporation. Yeah? Typically, that individual will sack that dividend and just work a bit less. That's on average what you find. So I think it's actually, while conceptually and also on AI and blockchain, there's so much good opportunity, the question is how do you get value out of it? And if you look where the investment is trading, it's like where you have hardcore ROI on it. And then the areas for AI where we're seeing is there's a lot happening in marketing. There's a lot happening, especially in the US, but less so in Europe, on sales. And then I think one big area where I think the business case is truly established is in the end how agentic solutions are replacing agents in customer care. Yeah? So in the end, if you have a scale enough operations in customer care, something north of 20 million, it's worthwhile to try to replace as much of that as possible, 70, 90, 80, 90% of human interaction with machine interaction. That is a proven use case, there's a proven playbook, there's a really good
everywhere where there is a communication flowing, the agents are already in it.
Yeah.
And all right, that's cool. What else?
So but these are the areas where they're focusing, but I think bridging also, like, as I said, I'm a big blockchain fan, as disclosure, but I think some of the use cases where blockchain is added to that stack, in my view, are still further out than we may hope here. Yeah? I'd like to be a bit the party pooper. Why? Because corporates already question whether all of that investment that they're lining up is paying off. Yeah? And if you then add additional complexity and additional cost to that stack on which this is operating, because it becomes even more costly. And it's not only the technology. I think the big thing is actually the cost of quality assurance and compliance that come on top of using AI. that actually make some of these use cases not super viable, yeah? And I'm going to talk a bit more about later, maybe. But so I think these are the areas where I see most going, and then I think if we overlay blockchain, we can think about, you know, what are the most interesting crossover applications there.